It's in New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the 23rd ranked team, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Deep to get us going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Notre Dame's offense will get the first swing today. Not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs, two guys who are the focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
Grab down the middle. It's Fields. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense, because the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's Carr. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Right, just like that, we've got a big play already here by this offense. Not afraid to take some shots downfield. They hit it. They got great field position now.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
This just goes to show you, everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
First play of the drive, they look to the right. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Important second down play coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
And at 1st down, they go right back to him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Offense now behind the sticks on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To throw, it's Notre. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Sooners pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Ott. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Look out, room to run here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He made it. 3 points on the board. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Looking downfield, it's Carr. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. It's a quarterback keeper. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Using his legs. It's Love. Great cut there. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground. Well, they trust the running game on 3rd down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on 3rd down, and once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised he was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. They bring him down quickly. A short pitching catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. And the quarterback keeps it here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
So it's 3rd and short with the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Can he make it to the marker? End zone ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game.
That makes the score Notre Dame 7, Got
momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Wheeler.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll lose a few yardage. That's going to be the final play of the first. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Looking downfield, it's Notre. Makes a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Ott. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Now what they were looking for.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now we're looking at a third down.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his fourth down. Great job here by the D.
The Sooners will send the punt team onto the field. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 22. To throw, it's Carr. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Out of the gun now on third down. That's caught. It's Pauling. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The first play of this drive now is set up at the 34. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick completion to the tight end. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold open.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Burks. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, what a grab! And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
And the Sooners' offense is on the move now. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And now the try here for the extra point. The PAT puts him up 3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. To the air, it's Carr. Defense is coming after him. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Great recognition and discipline here by this defense on that touch pass. You know, these touch passes can be a real test on that defense, and they passed this test with flying colors, blowing that play up.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Caught over the middle. It's low. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Returner decides to fair catch this. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. A quick juke. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's the 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Notre. Tries the right with a quick throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Brooks. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Getting set. Here's second down. Wants to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
The Sooners will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. He'll go down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
The Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Sategna. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Now it's 2nd down here. To throw, it's Notre. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle, but 1st down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And the Sooners are in the red zone. Looks right for a quick completion.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, they go with the option. They didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option and being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. They convert on 3rd down now. Sets up 1st and goal from the 9. Timeout is called. Talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. He was on target with his first kick. This one is from just 26 yards out. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the 1st half of play. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Back in motion now. Scanning the field. It's Notre. Short throw to the back. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Well, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and the loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Grab behind the line, it's Gibson. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Well, the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down.
Great job by this defense of tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
The Sooners bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Choosing to return the punt. Return tackle right there. That's when they start the drive. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
QB decides to keep it here. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Defense is spread all over the field, doing a pretty good job here, keeping him out of the end zone, but he gets enough for the first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. It's Carr. The pocket breaking down. They trap him for a sack.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The short completion to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They finally get him down, but a big play to 46.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Pass caught, second down now. On the ground, it's Ott. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback still with the football. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
We got a short pickup here, but just what they needed. This will keep the drive moving, and you know what it's going to do? Plant a seed on this defense. Anytime they run that option, beware the quarterback.
The Sooners pick up enough yards to move the sticks. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw. It's Notre. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
And the Sooners are in the red zone. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
7th play of the drive coming up. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Ott. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's running out of time here. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
A really good decision here by this quarterback just to get rid of that football, but I'm sure they're hoping for a few extra yards here to make this field goal attempt a little bit easier.
So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 34-yard try. And that one's straight down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Quarterback keeps the football. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Grab down the middle. It's Fields. The defense will wrap them up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the return will be brought down. And now the first play of this drive will begin at the 36. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights off the defender. Solid run, tackled with a 35-yard line.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The running back here in a direct snap. Going absolutely nowhere. The loss of the play.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Offense are going to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. It's a quarterback keeper. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. Does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Trying to find room. It's hot. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Dropping back, it's Notre. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. You make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be first down there.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
The Sooners are going to keep this drive rolling. And he keeps it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. You talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
And the Sooners are in the red zone. Leaning on the run game here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Wrap down the middle. It's Brooks. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Sooners line it up with first and goal. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. You'll get back to line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Coming up, second down and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Getting closer, but now it's third down. Can they punch it in from the 2? And the quarterback keeps it here. And he's brought down there.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. So out comes the field goal team one more time. This kicker has been busy today. He's made 3 already. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Dropping back, it's Carr. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. He lets it rip. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught quickly. And the gain just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Pulls it in. It's Fields.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
That completion makes it second and short. Looking to throw here. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Nice grab. It's Love. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. Quick throw to his receiver. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game.